Joe Buck and Troy Aikman sat down with Art Dylan Scott, gave their predictions for the wild card game, as well as their thoughts on everything from Lambeau Field to what to eat before the game.
Thanks for taking some time out. Obviously, a lot of excitement here in Green Bay for this wild card game. You know, athletes always say this time of year, the postseason, extra juice, extra excitement. Do you guys feel that in the broadcast booth when you get ready for a game?
I sure do. I think you just understand the urgency of the moment, and just like you do as a player, and I think as you do as fans. I think even the fan watching the game at home probably views it a little differently than what they would a regular season game. So this is it was my favorite time of the year as a player, and it's always been my favorite time of the year as a broadcaster too.
Joe, obviously a cool part of your job is you get to travel across the country, see all kinds of stadiums, meet all kinds of people. What do you love about coming to Green Bay, obviously calling games at Lambeau Field, Titletown? How much fun is it to be here in Wisconsin?
Well, it's great until people go, why do you hate the Packers? You guys stink, you hate the and it really floors he and I. I mean, to be at Lambeau Field, it is easily the #1 venue in the NFL for me. Yeah, it's cold. People think, well, we're in some hermetically sealed booth up at the top of the stadium. It gets cold up there. The windows are open, and you feel it. But man, it's the best atmosphere that you can be in, and nothing holds a candle to it. So, to answer your question seriously, it's a thrill to be here, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Surprised a little bit to be doing a home playoff game here at Lambeau Field. This was a team that was 4-6 in the middle of November. 6 in a row, they win the North. I mean, things are hot for this team, but it didn't always seem that way, Troy.
What a great story they have to win 6 straight, to win last Sunday night, to win the division, to be playing a home game. And Joe and I were talking about it a little bit earlier. This Packers team is a really dangerous team for a lot of reasons.
Troy, I want to ask you, from one Hall of Fame quarterback to a future Hall of Fame quarterback, what 12 has done during this stretch? I mean, are we seeing pinnacle Aaron Rodgers right now?
Yeah, I think he's playing as well as he ever has, and that's saying a lot. I mean, for 2-time league MVP and to put up the numbers that he has over the years, he's playing with great confidence. He's got a lot of good players around him, an offensive line and all that, but he's a real talent.
The Packers win this game if they do what?
I think the big thing is protect Aaron Rodgers. There's this idea that, well, whoever runs the ball, and in a lot of ways I think that's a lot of coach speak. I think that for the Packers, if they give Aaron Rodgers time to throw the football, I think he's even as good as the Giants are in the secondary. I think he's going to find open guys, and then of course protecting the ball and all that. But and then on the defensive side of the ball, I think they've got to be able to get after Eli Manning.
I think the team that handles the elements better is going to be the team that wins it. And if I was going to shove my chips into the middle of the table on one of the two to handle it better, I'd pick Green Bay. And I think right now they're the hotter, better team.
3:40 kickoff. Is there time for curds and brats before this one?
There's always time for brats. I don't. What's a curd? I don't know what that is.
Cheese curd, baby.
Yeah, I've not had one of those.
Have you seen this guy? He's got body fat 3%. There's no cheese curd going. I will eat the cheese curd.
There will be brats though. I mean, it's un-American to come to Wisconsin and not have at least one brat, right?
And I'd like to formally apologize as we wrap up this interview and say I'm sorry that we didn't dress better for this. You have completely overshadowed everything, with pocket square and all.
Come on.
And I look like I just crawled out of a all-nighter.
I think that's worthy of a pay raise, if you ask me.
Oh my goodness.
Get this guy some money. Get him some money.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys very much. Have a great call on Sunday. Appreciate your time. Thank you.